Good morning, yogis. Linda here, and welcome to day 8 of our 30-day Vinyasa challenge. That means we are starting our second week, and I'm really excited about that. Thank you for joining me. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat, taking a nice deep breath in, closing the eyes, and sighing it all out. Another deep breath. And sigh. One more time, all the way to the top. And slowly let it all out. We're going to start bringing our hands to heart center, setting an intention. For our practice, choosing something positive. We always have to have an intention when we go into practice. And maybe today it's strength, forgiveness, letting go of expectations or anticipation. Maybe just being present, grateful, whatever that might be. Bringing your thumbs to that third eye and then hinging forward, down to the earth. Setting that intention in your mind, inhaling up and letting those hands and your intention go, pressing the air away around you, mixing with your space, inhaling up. And exhaling, pressing it away. Let's move with our breath a few more times. Inhaling that beautiful white healing light. And pressing the air away. And let the chin follow the hands up and down. Become dramatic with the spine as you reach up, arching, and then rounding as you come down. A few more times this way. Starting to warm up that spine and the joints. And last time down, letting those fingertips touch the earth. Keeping the fingers there and inhaling up. Exhaling down, wiggling those fingers out a little further, inhaling up. And exhaling down, moving those fingers out a little further, inhaling. And one more time, spreading those fingers out a little bit more, inhaling. And exhaling, bringing your hands onto your knees. We're going to come into trunk rolls to the right. Massaging those internal organs, feeling this from the inside out. And changing direction. And coming back to center, changing the cross of the legs. And trunk rolls to the right. And changing directions. And coming back to center. Inhale up, let those palms connect. Interweave the fingers, press the palms away. Stretching and opening those shoulders. Wiggling the arms behind the ears. And twisting it over to the right. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale through center and twisting it over to the left. And nice and tall, opening that heart. Bringing the shoulders back. Back to center, hands face forward. I'm going to walk it out, sliding those fingers away. Pressing the bum back and lowering the head between the shoulders, maybe swaying side to side. And sliding it back in, rounding that back, hands on the knees. And leaning back, really stretching the top of the shoulders. And changing the cross of the legs. Inhale up to center. And twist it to the right. Leaving that left hand where it is, reaching that right arm up and diagonally across the body toward me. And placing that right hand on that left knee, crossing the arms, sitting up tall and hinging forward. Rolling it up, bringing the back of the arms together, crossing again at the palms for eagle arms. Thumbs are directly in front of the nose, pressing those elbows down. And reaching the hands back, elbows toward the sky. And bring it back down. We're going to make shoulder circles here. Keeping that torso still, just moving those arms. And reversing those circles. Pressing those elbows down again. Reaching it up and back. And back to center. Open up those arms. Bend those wrists back, press the heart toward the horizon, and bring the fingertips together, round it away. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more times. Last time. Interweave those fingers, press the palms away. And raise those hands up. And twisting it to the left. Leaving the right hand on the thigh, reaching that left arm up and diagonally forward. Hand on the right knee, sitting up tall, crossing those arms and folding forward. Rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time, back of the arms together, crossing again at the palms, eagle arms. Pressing those elbows down. Feel those collarbones stretching, the top of your shoulders, the back of the neck. Reaching the fingers up and back, elbows kiss the sky. Bringing it back to center, pressing those elbows down. Reaching it up again. And back to center, opening those arms, bend those wrists back. And fingers together, inhale, open. And exhale, 2 more times. Last one. Interweave those fingers, press the palms away, round the spine. Angel breaths here, hands underneath that chin, elbows nice and high. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, 4 more times. One more time. And press it away, bringing those hands up. Wiggling the arms behind the ears and then bending the elbows, hands behind the head, and then bringing those elbows over to the right. Really stretching open the front of that shoulder and over to the left. You can use your left hand to pull that right shoulder open a little bit more. And then back to the right. And then turn and gaze up to the sky on the right-hand side. Back to center and to the left. And gazing up to the left. And back to center, releasing those hands behind your back. Clasp the fingers, press the hands down and then away from your back. Maybe opening that heart a little bit more. And release, hands on the hip, on the knees, and dropping the chin down over to the right shoulder, and then coming into neck rolls here. And reversing those circles. And back to center. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, clasp the hands for cobbler pose. Press the heart together, the heart forward and the shoulder blades together. Bend those elbows gently and then butterfly those knees. Roll the back away. Bring those arms nice and long. Press it forward, elbows back. Exhale, round. Bring it forward, inhale. And exhale. 2 more times. Last one. And round it away. Hovering here on that rounding, just really lengthening those arms, feeling that stretch in the top of your shoulders, back of the neck, sides of the neck. Bring it forward again. Shoulder blades together, elbows back. Sit up nice and tall. Lengthen that spine, and we're going to fold down over those feet. Inhale, lengthen, and fold a little more. Inhale, lengthen, and fold. And if you want to go further, walking those hands out in front, opening those hips. And walking it back in, bringing those legs out in front, giving a little bit of a shake. Walking the flesh away from your sits bones. Inhale up, reaching that heart toward the sky. Lengthen the lower spine and folding down toward those shins. Inhale, lengthen. And fold. Inhale. And fold. Getting deeper each time, longer each inhale. Keep inhaling and lengthening. Breathing here. And dragging the hands up the legs. We're going to come into tabletop. Stacking the joints, dropping that belly and gazing up with an inhale. And rounds the back away, exhale. Keep moving with your breath. Remembering breathing and moving all together, breath and body are united in yoga. Coming back to neutral and looking over that right shoulder and to the left, to the right and the left. Coming back to center, we're going to raise that left arm up to the sky, really opening up that heart, and we're going to thread it under to the right, coming down onto our shoulder and our cheek. And maybe bringing that right foot out to the left hand and sinking the hips back a few inches, stretching out this hamstring, really feeling that back here. Maybe reaching that right arm up to the sky and rolling your heart up. Wrapping around your back, maybe finding that front left pocket. And you can balance here, bending that right knee, bringing the heel into the bum, and pointing those toes, and reaching up toward the sky. Roll that heart open a little bit more. Just waking up that core this morning, and bringing it all back to the hand. Press that palm. Come back up, swing that foot over to the left and sliding it back for mini pigeon. Pressing it back up and swinging that foot to the outside of your right hand. Coming on those back toes for high lizard and just rock forward and back. Stretching out that left hip flexor, front of the hip. Dropping the knee down, replacing that foot, And bringing it over to the right hand up, opening that heart. And thread it under the left. Coming onto the right shoulder and cheek. And here you can extend your left foot to your right hand, sink those hips back. A couple of inches, and maybe adding that left arm. Wrapping it around your back. Finding that front right pocket, and then taking that balance challenge here, bending the left knee. Heel to the bum, pointing those toes up, roll that heart up. Releasing it back to the hand. Press the palms. Coming up, swinging the left foot to the right, and sinking it back for mini pigeon. And pressing it back up and bringing your foot outside of your left hand, curling the back toes and coming into high lizard here. Just rocking forward and back. And from here, stepping your left foot back and finding down dog. Press your right heel and pause here. And left. And then walk your dog. And set your dog. We're going to come up onto the toes. Press the shoulders back. And lower those heels onto the toes. Press it back. Lower the heels onto the toes. And then we're going to start rounding the spine, coming all the way up. Making waves with our spine. We're going to end up in cobra. Modified cobra. Rounding it back up. And into down dog. Lifting up, round that spine. Making waves with our spine. Coming into modified cobra. And back up into down dog. 2 more times that way. Reaching up, round that back. Pressing it back, down dog. And last one. Really press that tailbone back. In your down dog, rounding that spine. Modified cobra. And pressing it back, down dog. Raising that right foot up to the sky. And making ankle circles here. And reversing those circles. Bend that right knee, bringing the heel to the bum and roll open for fire hydrant. Extend that leg back up and lower the foot. Left foot up. And making ankle circles here. And reversing those circles. And fire hydrant on this side. Bring it back to 3-legged. And place that heel down. Down dog, reset your dog. Onto the toes, crouch the dog. Lift it up and press it down. Up and crouch. Lift and press. One more time, up and crouch. Look between the hands, we're gonna hop it up. Forward fold, bring the feet wider than hips distance. Coming up halfway, lengthen that spine, press the crown forward and fold it down, bend the knees. And come into ragdoll, let the belly and thighs connect. Just sway gently side to side. Place the hands on top of the feet and roll it up, bending those knees. One vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Lift it up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart, reaching it up and back. Open the heart and swan dive. Fingertips halfway and fold, squatting into malasana here. Sway side to side. We're just opening those hips today. Have a lot of hip work today. Pressing the palms, toes forward, rolling it up. Roll the shoulders up and back, reaching it up. Hands to the heart. Reach it up. Open the heart and dive. Fingertips. And fold, coming into Malasana. And sway side to side. Trying to bring that heart up toward the sky. Press the palms, roll it up. Roll the shoulders, reach it up and back. Hands to the heart, reach it up. Open that heart. Each time we bend back a little bit further, diving it down. Halfway. And fold, Malasana. Maybe we sit up a little bit taller this time, swaying side to side. Also opening those Achilles. And warming up the knees, press the palms, roll it up. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Reach the hands. Back bend, hands to the heart. Last round, reach it up. Open that heart, keep opening. And dive. Fingertips. And fold. Malasana, coming into garland. Sway side to side. Press the palms, roll it up. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, reach it back. And hands to the heart. Take a nice deep breath here. Reach the hands up and back. Open that heart, keep opening, and dive. Fingertips. And fold, stepping it back to down dog. Pressing that tailbone toward the sky. And raising that right leg up to the sky. Fire hydrant here. Extend that leg, three-legged, and step it through for warrior one. We're going to turn up that back heel and coming into crescent lunge. So really lock out that back leg. Good. We're going to come into crescent squats. So hands up. And we're going to crisscross underneath our knee. Bringing it back up. And then dropping that back knee to tap. Reaching it up. Crisscross under that front knee. Reach it up. And squat. And cross under that front knee. Reach it up and squat. And one more time, under that front knee. Reach it up and squat. Very nice, dropping that back foot into a warrior foot and come into warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Back to warrior two, straighten that front leg, reach through those ribs and come into triangle here. Nice spinal twist. And bringing the hands inside that front foot. Roll up that back heel and lizard. Framing that front foot. We're going to step our back foot in a little bit. Press up and shift. Bringing our knee up to our belly and lower it back down. Nice deep breath here. Maybe roll that ankle. Inhale it up, reach it back. Open that heart and dive. Fingertips. And fold, stepping back into our down dog. Left foot up to the sky. And fire hydrant on this side. Extending into three-legged, swinging through warrior one. And then bringing that back heel up, coming into crescent lunge. We're going to Crisscross our arms under that front knee, reach it up, and tap that back knee down. Bringing our arms underneath, reach it up, tap that back knee, and one more time. Crisscross, reach it up, and tap that back knee, dropping your back foot, and coming into warrior two. Good job. Reversing that warrior. Back into warrior two. Straighten that front knee, reach through the rib cage, and come into triangle. Really roll that heart toward the sky. And bending that front knee, hands inside of that left foot, and coming into lizard again. Really working those hips today. We're gonna lift our hips, tap in that back foot, and shift our weight into our left leg, bringing our right knee up to our belly, and tap it down. Nice deep breath here. Reach it up and back. Open that heart, and swan dive. Fingertips, and fold, hopping back to plank. And holding that plank for 3, 2, 1. Back into down dog. Raising that left foot up to the sky. And warrior one. Coming into warrior two. Nice and low. Reverse that warrior. Back into warrior two. Bring your hands behind your back. Heel toe the left foot out to the side. Square your hips to the front and come into a back bend here. And we're going to hinge forward, coming into humble warrior. Left shoulder inside the knee. And raising those hands up to the sky. And we're going to come into low flying humble. So you want your torso in line with your thigh. Reaching the hands forward. And then flying them back. So reaching them forward, lifting that belly a little bit, and flying them back. One more time, lifting and flying. Pressing your left hand inside of your left foot, coming back into triangle. Very nice. And then we're going to step back to side plank. Pike those hips up nice and high. Good job. And pressing the palms, coming back into down dog. And crouch that dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. Fold it down. Reverse swan. Reach it back. Hands to the heart. Lift it up and back. Open the heart. And dive. Fingertips. And fold, stepping back to plank. And holding that for 3, 2, 1, coming into down dog. Nice. Right foot up to the sky. Really extend it. And warrior one. Coming into warrior two. Reverse that warrior. And back into warrior two. Hands behind the back. Heel toe the right foot out to the side. Square your hips forward. Back bend here. And hinge forward at the hips. Coming into humble. Raising those hands up to the sky. Then coming back in line with your thigh, but lift the belly a little bit. We're going to fly that humble and reach the hands back. Bring them forward and reach them back. One more, bring them forward and reach them back. And then plant that right hand to the side of your right foot and come into triangle on this side. And then press the palm and step your right foot back for side plank. Press the palms back into down dog. Up onto the toes, crouch the dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half. Fold it down and reverse all the way up. Reach it back. Hands to the heart. Nice job. Reach it up. Open and dive. Fingertips and fold back into plank. And holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go through your flow. And pressing back to down dog. Right foot up to the sky, knee to right elbow. Press it back, knee to nose. Press it back, knee to left elbow. Press it back. And we're going to step it through. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reversing that warrior. Keep extending. We're going to revolve our warrior, bringing our left arm up, right hand to that left thigh. Really back bend here, sink into that front knee. Bring it back. And warrior 2, revolving our warrior 2, back hand to meet the front. Reach the right hand back, and then reach that left hand forward. So you can really twist 180 degrees. Bringing the hands back up. Windmill it down. Turn up the back heel, step it up. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. And fold. Reverse. Reach it back. Hands to the heart. Taking a drink. We're toweling off. You should be feeling warmed up by now. Nice deep breath. Reach it up. Open the heart. And dive. Fingertips folding down. Back to plank. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And going through your flow. And meeting back in down dog. Left leg up to the sky. And knee to elbow. Press it back. Knee to nose. Press it back. Knee to right elbow. Press it back. And swing through. Warrior 1. And warrior 2. Reversing your warrior. Keep extending. And we're going to revolve a reverse. Reaching the right arm up and left hand to your thigh. Really sink into that front knee. And bringing it back to reverse. Back in to warrior 2. We're going to revolve our warrior. Back hand to meet the front. Square the hips forward and left hand behind. Really reach that right hand forward to revolve 180. Back to the front, frame the front foot. Back heel up, step it up. Forward fold. Now bring your feet a little wider than hips distance. Inhale halfway. Fold it down. Inhale half, lengthen. And fold one more time. Inhale, lengthen. And fold, wrap the arms around your legs. And really squeeze and fold. Bend the knees. Pull your torso closer and then straighten those legs. Shift your weight towards your toes. Bend the knees, plant the hands on the feet, roll it up. And roll those shoulders. Up, back and down, up, back and down. 2 more times. Good, feet back to hips distance. Reach it up. Open the heart. And swan dive. Fingertips. And fold back to down dog. Set your dog, walk your dog. Reconnect with your breath. And lift that left foot up to the sky. Fire hydrant on this side. And back to 3-legged. And bringing your knee to your elbow. Pressing it back. Knee to nose. Press it back, knee to right elbow, and then thread the foot through for fallen triangle. So your foot is in line with your hip, and roll that heart open. And from here you can lift that foot, working that core, maybe binding here, and maybe extending that foot forward, and coming into your split. Lowering down, uncurling those back toes, wiggling into your space. Maybe rock side to side, getting those hips to level. Walk the hands back, press the heart forward. And then take your split where you like, maybe folding forward, pointing the toes opposite directions. Maybe rocking side to side. And then we're going to come back up to 3-legged dog. So press your palms, curl the back toes, lifting up and bringing it back to 3-legged. Lowering that foot. Reset your dog. Come up onto the toes, crouch the dog, pop it up. And fold. Halfway. And fold, reverse it. Reach it back. Hands to the heart. You can never get bored in yoga. You could just keep mixing in different things and mixing up your routine. Taking a deep breath. Inhale up, reach it back. Open that heart. And swan dive. Fingertips. And fold, hopping back to down dog. Press that tailbone toward the sky. And raise that right foot up. Fire hydrant on this side. And extend. Very nice. And swinging that knee up to your right elbow. Pressing it back. Knee to nose. Press it back. Knee to left elbow, and we're going to thread it through here for fallen triangle. Really plant that back heel. Raising it up, and maybe lifting that right foot. Binding here. And maybe dropping into your split. Again, wiggling into your space, rocking those hips open, walking the hands back, open that heart, and bring your split where you like, folding it down, and just breathing here. I like to rock side to side in my split. Works a little bit of the side muscles of the thigh too. Pointing the toes, opposite walls. And we're going to bring it back up. Coming into 3-legged, pressing the palms, curl the back toes, lifting up and into down Three-legged dog. Bring it back into down dog. Reset your dog. Press that tailbone up and back. Feel the stretch in the glutes this time. Bend the knees, crouch the dog. Lift it up, press the heels. Crouch that dog. Lift it up and press. Crouch that dog. Make sure you're gazing between your hands on your crouch. Pressing it up and back. Again, crouch that dog and hop it up. Forward fold. Halfway. And fold. Reverse it all the way up. Reach it back. And hands to the heart. Maybe take another drink. Towel off. I'm going to check our heart rate. And coming back to the top of our space. Inhale up. Open the heart. And swan dive. Fingertips. And fold. Back to plank. And go through your flow. And meeting back and down dog. Left foot up to the sky. And fire hydrant. Three-legged and swing it through warrior one. Into warrior two. Reverse that warrior. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. And into side angle. Reach that arm up. We're going to extend that side angle and add the left arm. Squeezing here. Keep squeezing. And bringing those hands inside the front foot and come into lizard. Rocking forward and back. Just need a little more space here in the front. And we can come into our low lizard, walking that left foot forward a little bit. And you can drop that back knee, uncurl the toes. Come onto your forearms. Or you can keep that back leg up. And your left knee is close to your left shoulder. And just rock forward and back. And from here, if you have a bind, you can bind your lizard. Drop the shoulder underneath the knee. Bring your arms out to the side and around your back. Meet it with the right hand. Clasp the fingers and press that heart forward. And from here, you can fly your lizard, pressing the right palm, and the left palm is outside of the left foot. You're going to wiggle your left foot underneath your body. Balance on the back of the toes, and come forward and lifting that back foot up. And lower down. And we're going to release our left hand and wiggle our front leg into pigeon. Really bring that back leg nice and long. Square those hips. Walk the hands back. Open that heart. And then clear the shin and fold it forward. We've done a lot of hip work today, releasing a lot of tension, a lot of stress, a lot of emotion. And it feels good. Two more breaths here. We're going to press those palms, curl the back toes, and come back into three-legged dog. And then we're going to fire hydrant again. So set your hands where you need them to be. And we're going to flip that dog. And do 6 crunches. And that is 6. Flipping it back to 3-legged. And walk your hands back for standing split. So your left fingers are in line with your right toes. And really point that left foot up to the sky. And reach it up nice and high. Maybe the right hand behind your right ankle, and then drawing your forehead to your shin. And lift up through that left leg. Walking it back out to 3-legged. And plant that foot down. And just wiggle those hips. There's a lot of hip work. Reset your dog. Press those shoulders back. Onto the toes, crouch it. Lift up and press. Onto the toes and crouch. Lift up and press. Toes, crouch, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale, half. Fold it down and reverse. Reach it up. And back. And hands to the heart. Nice deep breath here. Maybe towel off a little bit. Back to the top of your space. Inhale it up. Open the heart. Dive it down. Fingertips. And fold. Stepping back to plank. And go through your flow. Back to down dog. Raising that right foot up to the sky. And fire hydrant. Lift it up. And warrior 1. And warrior 2. Reverse that warrior, keep reaching. And coming into side angle on this side. Reaching that forward, extending, maybe adding that right arm. Really squeezing that beach ball, maybe the hands come together. And coming into lizard on this side. And just rock back and forth. And we're going to drop that back knee, curl the toes, press that hip forward. And come into our low lizard. I'm going to wiggle my right foot forward a little bit. Come down onto my forearms. Just waiting for those muscles to relax and release. And from here we combine, coming back into high lizard if you like. Drop that right shoulder underneath that right knee. Wrap the arm around your back. Left fingers find the right fingers. And pressing that heart forward. And releasing the hands. Right hand is outside of the right foot. You're going to wrap the leg around your arm. Tuck the toes under your belly. Hinge forward. And lifting that back leg to fly the lizard. Dropping it down. Release the right arm. And come into pigeon on this side. Remember taking the time to square the hips and curl the back toes. Walk the hands back, nice back bend here. Press that heart forward. And then clear that front shin and fold it down. Just let it go. Just take your pigeon wherever you need to take it. It's your pigeon, your practice. Just breathing into this right hip, and that means just bring your awareness there. Working with the muscles, telling the muscles to release and relax. That's what we mean by breathing into a joint that's well below the range of your lungs. Bring your awareness to your hips. 2 more breaths here. Pressing the palms, curling the back toes. We're going to press it up and return back to 3-legged. Really stretch that out. We're going to fire hydrant and then flip our dog on this side. Reaching those hands forward and crunch it for 6. And that is 6. Flipping it back to 3-legged and into down dog, resetting your dog. And we're going to come forward into plank, going through our last flow of the day. So make it your best. No pressure. And meeting back in down dog. Onto the toes. Crouch the dog, hop it up. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. Lengthen and fold. Wrap those arms around the back of the legs. And really fold yourself forward. And roll it up. Roll the shoulders. Up, back and down. Up, back and down. We're stepping sideways on our mat. We're going to come into side taps and squats. Just keep our heart rate up a little bit more. Hands on the hips. Bend the knees slightly. Nice soft knees. And we're going to tap to the right and left. Right, left. Squat to the right. Roll it up. Left. And squat to the left. Really sink those hips back. Roll it up. Right. And squat to the right. And left. And squat to the left. Roll it up. Right. And squat right. Roll it up. And as you roll it up, really feel yourself squeezing those glutes. And squat it left. One more time each side. And squat it right. Squeeze those glutes. Last time to the left. And squat it left. And squeeze as you come up. Good job bringing those feet wide. Coming into goddess. So you want the heels in, toes out. Tuck the tailbone forward. Good job. Sink it nice and low. Tuck the tailbone forward. You don't want any sway in your back. Reach it up. And squat it down. Reach it up. Squat it down. 2 more times. And squat. Last one. Reach it up. And squat. Now we're going to bring our left hand onto our left thigh and reach that right hand over. Squat a little bit lower. And then roll that heart up to the sky. Squeeze those thighs and those glutes. Bring it back to center. Right hand And switch, reach it over. Good job. Bring it back to center, hands on the hips. Heel toe those feet back together and shake it out. That was a lot. Maybe roll those hips and reverse the roll. Excellent. Coming to the top of our space, cross the ankles. We're going to have a seat here. Working our way back onto our back. Nice and slow. Maybe lift those toes. Squeeze the abs. And roll it down as slow and controlled as you can. Keeping hold of those abs and then letting it go once you reach the earth. Wiggle the shoulders away from the ears. Tent the knees, bring them into the belly. Nice big hug. Rock it side to side. Hands on the knees. We'll just make circles here. Massage that back. And reverse those circles. Bring the knees in, another big hug. Airplane the arms out and drop the knees over to the right. Gaze to the left, right hand on top of that left thigh. Pull that thigh, that hip more to the right. Press the palms back through center and to the left. And again, left hand on the right thigh and just pull that hip closer to the left. Really feel that back here. Back to center, knees in, nice big hug. Drop the shoulders down. And then bring the legs up, hands behind the calves. Point the toes away. Nice, nice stretch in those hamstrings and calves. And then press the heels toward the sky. Waterfall here. Make sure your heels are directly over your hips. You don't want them piked. Point the toes. Flex the feet, ankle circles. And reversing those circles. Hands on the toes. Bring the feet out for straddle. Shoulder blades together. Open that heart. Soles of the feet together. Clasp the hands around. Bringing those feet to the pelvis and pressing the knees away. You can arch your lower back here for a nice stretch in the top of the shoulders and the sides of the neck. You can turn your head side to side and pause. That really targets those neck muscles. As long as the back of your neck is nice and long. So you don't want to have your chin up, you want to have it level with the floor. And then coming into full happy baby here, reaching for those arches, opening the feet, shoulders down. Just rock it side to side. And then bringing those soles of the feet to the earth. Heel toe them out to the sides of your mat, letting the knees drop in. You feel that stretch, that release on the outside of your thighs, right about at the joint level. Then heel toe them together, let the soles touch and the knees drop out. Press the palms, open up those hips, and then reach the arms up overhead, grasping opposite elbows. A reclining bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. And just breathe. Feel those wonderful endorphins pumping through your bloodstream. We've activated that vagus nerve in our brain, releasing tension. And bringing the yoga bliss, feeling that yoga glow right now. Bring your hands down by your hips, keeping the soles of your feet together. We're going to press the soles together and lift the hips up for a little bridge. Squeezing those glutes together. And lower down. One more time, lifting it up. Releasing that lower back. And lower it all down. Bring the knees into the belly. Another big hug here. And saying to yourself, I feel calm. I feel peaceful. I feel happy. And then releasing those legs. Bring them nice and long on your mat. Bring the feet wide apart. Hands down by your sides. Bring the shoulder blades together. And take a nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. Another deep breath. And sigh. One more time. Deep breath in. And sigh it out. And here's where you bring yourself into a beautiful Savasana, allowing yourself 5 to 10 minutes just to breathe and be. Enjoying and savoring the beautiful energy that you've created. Thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you on day 9 tomorrow. Namaste.